Hello riders and all. Today on the vlog is a CCM tracker. I love that bike. It is absolutely amazing, guys. I told that at the beginning on my first ride and I haven't changed my mind even a little bit. In fact, I fell in love with it more and more within every single ride, despite the bad weather, despite the bad surfaces, despite any conditions. I always, every single time enjoying riding it. And I'll tell you guys, the other day I was cleaning it, and when you clean the bike, you notice every single part separately and you notice every single detail of it, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's so much craftsmanship and so much thought made into this bike that makes it so beautiful and so special. And I felt special every single time when I was riding it. I'm not sure if my male audience will agree with me, but I'm sure the females who are watching my episodes will know the feeling when you try the outfit and a dress and shoes, and it's just perfect. It makes you lit. It makes you feel very special, like a princess. That bike makes me feel like it. I just feel more beautiful than usual when I'm riding it. I just feel gorgeous, and you can't change it because I think that we just fit size-wise, and everything about it I really like. The bike is keyless, and this is how you start it. I really like the dash. I like modern dashes that actually works well with the design, and this one does to me. I really like how clean it is and how simple. It's not too much going on. Snow modes, no fancy bits. Everything is pretty simple with this, as it should be with the tracker. We're ducking off the footpath for not getting in trouble with anyone. It definitely draws a lot of attention while filming. I had numerous people coming and admiring the bike and looking at it, asking questions. Maybe I should start filming them as well, but I'm not sure if they would be interested in that. lovely twisties. In the urban area, it's gorgeous to ride it. I just loved it in the traffic. It's lovely sound, it's loud enough, and it makes me feel, because it's lightweight, it's so effortless to ride it and rip it around, but it made me feel such a hooligan and such a badass. It's hard to explain if you don't like that sort of motorcycle. It's hard to explain if you are not liking a sound, if it is not important to you, if the custom look is not important to you, if you don't like lightweight bikes, if you don't like single cylinder. It's hard to explain all these things to somebody who is not into this, but if you are in, you will get me. This is amazing. Every single time I twist the throttle, just makes me smile so much. It makes me so happy. It's great to ride it. Absolutely great. It's nice, nimble, light. It turns, it goes, it accelerates. It does everything you could expect from a 600 single cylinder motorcycle. But at the same time, guys, it has so much character. And I found that sometimes motorcycles full of character can be a little bit more difficult to ride, and sometimes that character could be not as enjoyable and not as playful, where this is. This is just a happy bike. I'm 1.75 m, 5'9", and as you can see, I fit on the bike just great. My legs are straight, I can reach the ground with both feet flat on the floor, and everything about it just fits my size so well. Maybe that's one of the reasons why I fell in love with it so much. Despite the 145 kilograms weight, the bike doesn't feel toyish, it doesn't feel too light. It's a beautiful balance of that lightweight and how it stands on the road and how it feels to ride it. As you can see, my knee fits nicely in the cart, and when I ride it, it's nicely to chuck it around. Not to mention that it's super easy to get on and off, and if I have to push it, it's like pushing a bicycle. It's so easy, so effortless. So a little bit of cross riding, and as a real tracker it handles brilliant. Slow riding test, going 4 miles per hour. Going low speeds and low revs on every single gear. On the first the low revs can be a little bit painful, but that's what you expect on single cylinder motorcycle. Majority of them are not the most enjoyable low revs in the first gear. When you go the gears up, it's great. Second, third, we are in first now. With playing with the clutch, it's not extremely bad, and because a bike has so much character, it doesn't bother me too much, to be honest. Like I said, like little things, they don't bother me too much. But if to be very picky, and I've been told I have to be more picky on the motorcycles to have a better reviews on them, that I could say that in the first gear, if you go low revs, it is a little bit twitchy. Now, I've been told by Iggy that I have to be more picky with motorcycles. I have to be more picky because I'm just so excited. Most of them, I'm so excited to ride them and I love them. I fall in love with them so much that it is very hard to find the flaws, to find the things that I think that some people wouldn't like. And with the CCM, that definitely would be that. The suicide stand. And I could see that a lot of people would hate it. And I'll be honest with you, the first day when I got to ride it, doing the photo shoot, I hated it as well. But then I started getting used to it, and I kind of started liking it in the way that you will never forget to lift it up. And also, if you have to move the bike, you just move it. And because the bike is so lightweight, later I have no problem at all. I put it down and hold the bike and double check that here. It's just a matter of time until you will get used to it. And if that would be my bike, I wouldn't change it. I would leave it as it is. Even though when I moaned to CCM about the suicide stand on the first day, they said this is an easy fix. And the reason they have it like this is for yet another regulation. Is the same like why we have a big yellow number plate and why the sound it is maximum as it can be, and all the other things that brands unfortunately have to sacrifice to fit into some kind of regulations. It has a single disc. This one has a single disc at the rear and a single disc in the front. One of the other things, if to be extremely picky, is the bracket for a second disc in the front that is left for an option to have double disc. I'm not particularly fan of it. I would rather not to have it if I have single disc. In my opinion, single disc is more than enough for that weight and that size of the engine motorcycle, so I would keep a single disc without the bracket. And if I would have double, then obviously that would be full and that would be completed. So to be extremely picky, that is an odd bit. With the traffic on the double carriageway, or the motorway speeds here in UK, 70 miles per hour, and if I have to overtake a little bit over, and I have no problem whatsoever. The bike still, it vibrates, but it is stable. Enough to do so. Would I like to stay in that speed and feel very comfortable? No. The bike is not designed for riding motorways anyway, but it's just the proof that if you have to do 70 miles per hour and Like people say, can I overtake lorries? Yes, you can easily overtake lorries and you can easily do 70 miles per hour, but I can assure you that you don't want to stay for too long on the double carriageway. I don't see any issues. If you have to ride 70 miles per hour, you can do that. However, I wouldn't. It's a bike that you don't have to go ridiculously fast on. In fact, you don't have to go fast on it at all to feel happy. That's how I feel about it. Because some bikes, it constantly you feel a need to push, to accelerate, to be happy. Whereas this, can you hear this? When you twist the throttle, it creates a vibration in the seat simultaneously with that gorgeous sound, and instantly it makes me so happy. It doesn't matter whether I go 40 miles per hour like now or going 60 miles per hour. It still makes me absolutely happy. Riding some bumpy country lanes, I can say that suspension, both front and rear, is adjustable, and it's set up perfect for me. For a change, I don't know, maybe it's set up for a lightweight rider, but it doesn't feel too hard and it doesn't feel too soft. It's just great. I wouldn't change anything about it. So what happens? You push it in and twist and it comes up, and then you just scroll it like normal pump. Here we go, easy peasy. And then to close it is the same, nice and neat. Don't forget to switch the bike off. Let's go. I know that some of you will definitely ask about how comfortable the seat is and how comfortable the bike is. As much as I spend good few hours in a day, maybe maximum 5 hours riding in a day, I didn't feel any discomfort. I didn't feel any pain in my wrists. I didn't feel any pain in my bum. I could probably feel some pain in my back for wearing a rucksack, and what that has to do with a motorcycle is nowhere else to put the rucksack. If that would be my bike, maybe I would strap it on that gorgeous tail, but probably I would sacrifice and still wear it on my shoulders, or would have a tank bag, but again, it's just too beautiful to put anything on, so I end up wearing everything on my back, all the filming and photography gear, and that's how I have to sacrifice for riding a beautiful motorcycle. But let's be honest, guys, this is not designed for around the world trip. It's not packed with technology. It doesn't have a lot of fancy bits, no modes. It's quite simple, yet it feels very modern. And it's extremely agile. It doesn't matter how big or small the bend is or the turn is. It's very fluent and it feels your body and your body feels it, and together it makes a perfect pair to go through any kind of road and any kind of situation that you will end up with. And for the conclusion, guys, I want to say that this bike, a tracker, a CCM tracker, as it is, a press loan as it is, collected this way, definitely belongs in my dream garage. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.